Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to NXT, and tonight we have ourselves an exciting night to really talk about, because here tonight, NXT, we are officially 4 weeks away from the lovely pay-per-view, the last pay-per-view before WrestleMania, that is NXT Stand and Deliver. It will be happening early Saturday, just 4 weeks' time. Be earlier on in the day, and then we'll obviously run into WrestleMania Night 1 later on in the night. Sting is here tonight. This is a appearance from the Stinger. Last time we saw Sting, he was in a one-on-one contest where he was taking on the likes of Jay White 2 weeks ago here on NXT. Jay White would defeat Sting, but everybody is talking about what happened after the matchup, where after the matchup, Malachi Black would appear out of nowhere, go face-to-face briefly with Sting, and then all of a sudden we'd see that black mask fade to black to Sting. And a big question was, why did Malachi Black come out here and attack Sting? Well, Malachi Black came back last week. He said that a man in Sting's position shouldn't be still wrestling. It should be for the younger guys. And he even challenged Sting to a Hell in a Cell matchup at Stand and Deliver. Welcome everybody to NXT. How are we doing tonight? We have a massive night ahead of us, but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to address Malachi Black and his big challenge, as he is challenging me to a Hell in a Cell matchup at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver, which would be in 4 weeks' time. Malachi Black has been in this business for a very long time. Plenty of success in his early days of NXT before he would be onto the SmackDown roster, to where he was one of the best there in SmackDown's tenure there for quite a while. Then he would disappear, then eventually sign back here to NXT after years and years of being gone. But now all of a sudden he wants to come after the icon. He wants to make a name for himself, but certainly by challenging me to a Hell in a Cell match. I don't think you're that smart, Malachi, and I thought you are honestly one of the better wrestlers here, but I don't think you're thinking smart. You think you're just going to take me out of the pasture, put a gun to my head, and just end me in a Hell in a Cell matchup? Well, if that's what you want to do, you're more than welcome to try, but it's not going to go exactly how you want it to go down at Stand and Deliver. At Stand and Deliver, I'll tell you how exactly it's going to go. I'm going to beat you 1, 2, 3 middle of the ring. I may toy with you a little bit, but I'll put you down in that Scorpion Death Drop. And then I'm going to take you on top of that Hell in a Cell, and I'm either going to, 1, put you through the middle of the Hell in a Cell and make you go all the way down to the middle of that ring, or I'll do what The Undertaker did to Mick Foley back in the day and toss you over the damn cell into the table. So Malachi Black, I do accept your challenge, and you aren't the next coming of Sting. Nobody will be the next coming of Sting. And how embarrassed will you be, Malachi Black, once I beat you in my final match ever here in WWE, beating you in the middle of that ring in one of the most dangerous structures of all time, that being in Hell in a Cell. I'll see you around, kid, because you won't be wanting to show your face anymore once I beat you at Stand and Deliver. I'll see you around, and if you decide to show your face from now all the way to Stand and Deliver, you better be preparing for a fight, because it will be on site between me and you. So I'll see you around. Well, certainly, ladies and gentlemen, confirming the matchup for NXT Stand and Deliver, Sting versus one of the better up-and-coming superstars, a man that's recently come back, that being Malachi Black there at NXT Stand and Deliver. What a massive matchup, and we are just 4 weeks away from that massive event, and we'll be seeing tonight who will be winning this matchup to get themselves one step closer to going on to Stand and Deliver and challenge for those NXT Tag Team Championships against the Undisputed Era. If you are relatively new to the series, ladies and gentlemen, this is a best of 5 series to determine who will go on to face the Undisputed Era, Pretty Deadly, or Diamond Mine, challenging Undisputed Era there at the lovely Stand and Deliver pay-per-view weekend there in Hollywood, California. In tonight's matchup, it is going to be inside a steel cage. And if I understand the rules correctly, I believe it's the last team to make it over the top of the steel cage and officially get their feet down will be the winner. This matchup is going to be long and drawn out for sure. It's not going to be easy. These guys are going to be running up against that cell, using it to their advantage. And like I mentioned, it's going to be hard hitting for sure. It's one of those seasons, ladies and gentlemen, that these teams and superstars, men's and women's divisions, they're all going to be fighting and jockeying for a spot live there at Stand and Deliver. And tonight will also begin the Money in the Bank qualifiers for NXT. Absolutely big moment for this NXT roster, as later on tonight for the men's and women's divisions we'll see a couple qualifying matches. So for the men's division we'll see Will Ospreay taking on Cesaro in a Money in the Bank qualifier, as well as for the women's division you got Zoey Stark and Nikkita Lyons, Money in the Bank qualifier, former women's tag team champions and former tag team here in NXT going at it, as well as Lyra Valkyria. She'll be making her NXT debut against Toxic Attraction's own Gigi Dolin. So plenty to come with that, and especially a big-time main event where Kenny Omega takes on Adam Cole, champion versus champion, weeks before Kenny Omega's big, massive matchup, first time ever here in Universe Mode history, Jay White versus Kenny Omega. This will be for the NXT Championship. But now it seems like we are ready for the steel cage matchup between Diamond Mine and Pretty Deadly. The cage is getting lowered down. Here we go. And these guys are not slowing down whatsoever early on. Pretty Deadly coming out here looking to make a statement here. Oh, big time headbutt. Julius trying to deal with the 2-on-1 situation as Brutus was temporarily taken out of the picture here. Look at Pretty Deadly taking down Diamond Mine as early as they can. Here we go. Kit Wilson knows exactly what to do. He is trying to get on the top of this cage, trying his butt off at this moment. Can he do it? Elton Prince over there trying to, keep as much of these superstars in his way so his tag team partner can get out. But as you can tell, it is not going to be easy. You're going to have to do a lot more damage to your opponent to keep them down and out for a good while. And certainly when your tag team partner is able to get out, it takes your other partner, it's going to put them in a 2-on-1 position to where they might not even be able to necessarily get out of it, because that 2-on-1 situation may help that team. As now Kit Wilson going to look to climb the top of the cage once again here, but Bruce right there once again to stop him. Elton Prince trying to slow down Julius. Good idea. That agility and power that we see from Julius might as well work on those big legs there. As a big Russian leg sweep takes on the big man Brutus. And now here comes big time suplex there from Elton Prince. We do want to apologize, ladies and gentlemen. We were scheduled to see Tiffany Stratton last week, but due to some timing conflicts into Tiffany Stratton's schedule, she was actually not at NXT last week. From what we understood, we were actually going to be hearing from her, but like we said, we had a time constraint, and also, from what we understand, she wasn't even in the building. So we know for sure Tiffany Stratton is in the building tonight. She will be addressing her challenger Roxanne Perez coming up tonight for sure. Let's look at Brutus, the big strong man of the group, taking down Kit Wilson there. Back and forth we go. This is all the opportunity for one of these teams to go up 2-1 in this series, where the winner could go into next week's match with a big time opportunity to where they could honestly secure that spot there live. And now, twisting that left knee. That is not going to be feeling too good. And now 2-on-1 special there to Pretty Deadly. And now, oh, down goes Pretty Deadly as well. Taking down Kit Wilson. Diamond Mind on fire here. Can they keep this up here? Trying to keep him down as much as they can. Nice spinning uppercut takes him down as well. Seems like this is anyone's ball game at this moment. Trying to keep your opponent long enough down on this mat to climb up on top of that steel cage to get the heck out of there. And now that's Kit Wilson's idea right now. Going to climb the cage. Julius is down. Brutus is dealing with Elton Prince at this moment. This could be Kit Wilson's moment. Can he do it? He's all the way up top, trying to easily just grab it. Elton Prince is trying to keep these other superstars down as much as he can. Kit Wilson here. Can he? Looks like he might be able to do it. Elton Prince takes out two of the members of Diamond Mind, and it looks like Kit Wilson will be able to be the first one to get himself down. And now it is a 2-on-1 situation for Pretty Deadly here. But that also could be pretty bad because that 2-on-1 situation could help them out. But Julius is down and out. Brutus just took out Elton Prince here. And now, like we said, we do have ourselves a 2-on-1 situation. And if Brutus right now can do enough damage right now to Elton Prince, you got to believe that maybe both of them can go out and, easily win this matchup. Because this is where Julius and Brutus got to decide who it's going to be. Uh-oh. And now, I do kind of like that both of them are going out because Elton Prince is going to have to decide who he wants to go after. It looks like he's going to go after Brutus here. He's going to try and take out both of them, maybe, possibly. Down goes Brutus. Here goes Julius trying to get down. Very close, possibly. Trying to just get that right leg over the top of it. Ooh, snake eyes there to Elton Prince. And it looks like Julius Creed will be able to get down. And now we run into that one-on-one situation between both superstars now. So I was saying that numbers game is going to come very, very quickly here. As Brutus now going to rely on Elton Prince being kind of fatigued and out of it. Does not know where he's at. Is on top of the cage, or at least going to try to. And uh-oh. Here he comes. He's on the top of the cage here. Can Elton Prince stop Brutus Creed here? He is trying. He is at least trying to. And at least he's able to bring him back inside of the ring momentarily. Brutus and Elton Prince both in a bad spot. Both men trying to climb on top of the cage. Both men in a bad way. Uh-oh. We got ourselves possibly a stalemate between both superstars here. And oh goodness. Bouncing Elton Prince's head right across that. And then now Brutus is getting his head bounced off, and now he just tossed off. And now this is where Brutus has to somehow try to grab Elton Prince. He is so close. Can Brutus bring him back inside the ring? At least he does bring him back inside the cage, at least for now. And now we are back to where we are at. Now Brutus going to try and get himself back up there. Oh no, Brutus busted open now. Here comes Elton Prince and Brutus. Big opportunity for both men here. We do have ourselves a stalemate. Who is it going to be? Who is going to go up 2-1, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, and now, oh my goodness. You see that blood splatter on the face there of Elton Prince. Both men in a bad position, and down goes Brutus again. Judas. Holy crap. Down goes Brutus. Brutus trying. He's going to try to grab him, but it looks like Elton Prince busted open, but still not going to be able to save this matchup. And Pretty Deadly walks out the winner, and they are going up 2-1 in this matchup and go in to the match point next week here live on NXT. The question is, what will the match see? What stipulation would it be? Brutus was trying, man, but it was just way too much towards that very end, being tossed off twice off the top of the cage. And Elton Prince and Kit Wilson go into match point next week. What will be the stipulation? We'll have to wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. But will Pretty Deadly be going to Stand and Deliver for the Undisputed Era for that NXT Tag Team Championship. We will have to wait and see, but now we begin the Money in the Bank qualifying matches. And now these are the type of situations a lot of these superstars look forward to, because not only if they win this matchup and go on to Stand and Deliver, they will have to fight 5 other superstars to hold that Money in the Bank briefcase, where very well it could change their career. You guys do remember that Dewdrop was the one that won the Money in the Bank briefcase? Well, actually, it was a former superstar known here in NXT, but unfortunately they no longer had a contract here in NXT, so we had to have a battle to figure out who would take that briefcase. And then Piper Niven was the one that went on to win that briefcase. She would hold on for a little bit before cashing in, and she would walk out the new NXT Women's Champion before eventually losing it, technically in a triple threat matchup. But she was attacked by her former best friends, former tag team partner Sonya Deville. Long story there. But certainly we got 2 former tag team partners. They both went their separate ways into the singles division, but they are former tag team champions. They are well accomplished when it comes to singles action here. So we'll see how this matchup will fare, though. 2 big names here in NXT looking to only continue to climb up the rankings. We know for Zoey Stark, she was in the finals with Tiffany Stratton in the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. And, well, Tiffany Stratton would go on to defeat Zoey Stark. And you're seeing where Tiffany Stratton is right now. She's undefeated, and she is your NXT Women's Champion. And she'll be taking that undefeated streak in to WrestleMania weekend at Stand and Deliver. So we'll see who will be the first woman, I should say, to qualify for Stand and Deliver. Will it be the woman right now on your screen, Nikkita Lyons, or will it be Zoey Stark? This is one of the 2 women's Money in the Bank qualifying matches that we're going to see right here. Here we go. Referee has rung the bell. Here we go. Zoey Stark. Not really sure what she was trying to do, but now Nikkita Lyons is going to make her pay for it. At least I thought so, as Zoey Stark spikes her with a early DDT. And now both women in that feeling out process here. Nice Northern Lights suplex there, takes down her former tag team partner. Oh, into a jump kick. That certainly won't be feeling the best, I can tell you that, as a big takedown there from Zoey Stark. What a maneuver with that moonsault. And obviously with them being former women's tag team champions, certainly the familiarity will be there between both of these women. So you got to best believe both these women are going to be pulling out different strategies at different times to make it useful to definitely try to get themselves a win tonight and go on to Stand and Deliver. But it won't be easy. Expect a lot of back and forth in this matchup. Oh, it's a big neck breaker there from Nikkita Lyons. And now, oh goodness, big knee strike there stuns Zoey Stark, and now Zoey's in a bad way. Not only that knee strike, but that DDT, absolutely brutal. And now Nikkita Lyons pulling out that suicide dive. Absolutely crazy, trying to pull out anything that she can at this moment and try to use it to her advantage. Why not? As Nikkita tosses Zoey Stark back in the ring right now, it's anyone's ball game at this point. Referee is at a 3. She does have plenty of time to get back in the ring. And now Zoey Stark trying to come at her, but nice arm drag, arm toss takedown there of Zoey. Here we go. Pinfall opportunity. Will Nikkita Lyons get herself into the next matchup? At least not yet. Zoey Stark needs to mount some kind of offense right now, because it is not going well right now. Maybe it's Nikkita Lyons' time to have her breakout moment. Get herself a big-time opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. That's now off the ropes we go. Here comes Nikkita, looking for that Luthez press and bringing those big haymakers there to Zoey Stark. And again, this is the moment that Nikkita Lyons needs to do right now. Take it to Zoey Stark. Have that big moment in your career. This could be a standout moment, beating your former tag team partner who is so far ahead, a little bit better of a career so far. But, if Nikkita Lyons wins tonight, then wins at Stand and Deliver, certainly this could be the moment that she wants. And now, wait a minute, Z360 from Zoey Stark. Is she going to steal a victory here? 2. No, Lyons kicks out. Back and forth we go, ladies and gentlemen. As Zoey Stark with a clothesline. This is what now Zoey Stark needs to do. Get herself back in the matchup. She has already stunned Nikkita Lyons. Lyons has already put up quite a bit of a fight in this matchup to take out Zoey. And now Zoey, like I mentioned, hits that Z360. And now she needs to continue to work on Nikkita. But that is not how you want this to go. And right now here in Orlando, Florida, Nikkita Lyons has Zoey Stark right where she wants her. But will it continue? Uh-oh. Time for maybe a Samoan drop, possibly. Referee get himself trapped in the corner, and she had nothing else to do, so why not hit that Samoan drop? That spinning kick to the skull. I don't know if Zoey Stark has any more fight in her with a knockout kick like that. And it is over. Nikkita Lyons is going to Stand and Deliver. What a back and forth matchup. Zoey didn't get necessarily too much offense in, but she was able to hit that Z360 out of nowhere to try to put her away. But Nikkita Lyons was just too much for her former tag team partner. Let's see how Nikkita Lyons fares at Stand and Deliver. Will it be her moment? It's Tiffy time, baby. And in just 4 weeks' time, you'll be still looking at the NXT Women's Champion. Roxanne can do whatever she wants. She can try to get the upper hand on me, but this pretty face is not going anywhere. And I will bring that so-called prodigy of NXT down to where she belongs, and that is inside this garbage. Don't get me wrong, Roxanne is a great wrestler inside of this ring, but she's no Tiffany Stratton. And she wants to get extreme with trying to hit me whenever and wherever she wants to. Well, I'm officially challenging her in that NXT Women's Championship matchup to make sure it's an extreme rules matchup to where anything can go. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a spa treatment to get to, so get your ugly face away from me. Actually looking forward to it if Adam Pearce actually does make that matchup official, and just in the terms of where that stipulation is of making that matchup there at Stand and Deliver between Roxanne and Tiffany Stratton for the NXT Women's Championship. That's already official, but if they add the Extreme Rules stipulation to it, that matchup could get very out of hand quickly. But now we get our first men's Money in the Bank matchup here in NXT. It is NXT's own Will Ospreay, or I should say free agent that has done quite well here in NXT, Will Ospreay. He'll be challenging Cesaro. Cesaro, part of that Blackpool Combat Club, two fine technical wrestlers going at it. Should be an absolutely fantastic matchup between these two. And being able to first one to qualify as well, that's a big time opportunity. You never know what could happen. It very well could change your career, especially, win tonight, win the Money in the Bank briefcase there at Stand and Deliver. A breakout moment very well could be in the hands of one of these matches here tonight. We already saw the matchup earlier on tonight between Zoey Stark and Nikkita Lyons, where Nikkita Lyons has defeated her former tag team partner Zoey Stark. But we'll see if Cesaro can pick up a much-needed win for him as of late. Himself and the Blackpool Combat Club have not recovered since dealing with Wardlow. But we'll see how Cesaro fares tonight. Like we mentioned, there's going to be technical wrestling all over this matchup. Cesaro very technically sound, like we mentioned, and it very well helps that, Bryan Danielson's in the group. Jon Moxley, very unhinged individual, but just weren't able to figure out Wardlow at all. So this is where maybe it could be their breakout moment, just in the terms of, okay, hey, hopefully we're done with that War Machine, that Warhorse, whatever he wants to call himself, and let's get back to what we did before Wardlow was, betrayed us, and get back to winning matches. I'm really looking forward to this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a fantastic matchup, and very well could steal the show tonight. As here we go, Will Ospreay, Cesaro, live on NXT. Referee rings the bell. Who is going to stand and deliver with an opportunity to change their career and get themselves a NXT Money in the Bank briefcase? And now Will Ospreay bringing the fight to Cesaro. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness, what a spiking DDT. Even to the kip up. Will Ospreay is on fire here early. But if you're Will Ospreay, you got to stay on Cesaro. You cannot allow this man to get any type of rest, even just for a second. He could very well change this matchup for the better for himself. And imagine Cesaro knocking off one of the better superstars NXT has ever seen here. Oh, it was a big kick right to the middle of that back. And now Cesaro going to take some time to fire himself up here. But just like that, now Ospreay with those big chops to the chest. And now look at Will. Just that big boot into the neck / Adam's apple area. That is not going to be feeling too good. Especially just trying to breathe in this matchup, ladies and gentlemen, is not going to be feeling too good. And now Ospreay. Oh, right into the armpit. And look at Ospreay saying, nuh-uh. You may be a veteran in this business, but it is not going to be easy to put me away. Oh, big kick to the forehead here, Cesaro. And I wouldn't be surprised if Cesaro started to try to attack those, not only the ribs, but also the legs to set up that Cesaro swing, as well as that sharpshooter where he's very good at. It's Cesaro over the top rope. Nice over the top rope, kind of mixed it in with that top rope and middle rope with that suicide dive, but it was highly effective. And Cesaro with all the momentum right now, can he keep this up? This is the moment Cesaro needs. Oh, into a jump kick though. Will Ospreay now on the offensive. This is the type of matchup you expect that it's going to go down to the very end. It's not going to be one-sided. It is going to be a masterpiece of work back and forth. And that is what we're seeing right now between both of these men. And now, oh, big time snap suplex there from Will Ospreay. Both men need to get themselves back inside the ring to avoid a double countout. I don't know how Adam Pearce would really mark that matchup down, if they would even get another opportunity. As now Will Ospreay looking for that silencer maneuver, and down goes Cesaro. Is that enough? 2, 3, and just like that, Will Ospreay flips the switch. He puts down Cesaro, and Will Ospreay is the first man to qualify, ladies and gentlemen, for NXT Stand and Deliver. And we just have a couple more weeks, ladies and gentlemen, to figure out who will be joining Will Ospreay on the road to Stand and Deliver. And with Ospreay being number 1, could he literally be the favorite in the whole Money in the Bank matchup? We'll have to see who else qualifies with this man. But now we see a NXT debut with Lyra, Valkyria against Gigi Dolin of Toxic Attraction. And now it is time to determine who is the second woman that will be going to Stand and Deliver. Could it be someone very, very toxic? Could it be Gigi Dolin of Toxic Attraction? One of the better tag teams here in NXT's history for a very long time. But for Dolin and JC Jane, I'm sure for themselves, they would love to get themselves an opportunity for that Money in the Bank briefcase. But tonight, it is Gigi Dolin's turn. Very well could see JC Jane getting an opportunity for sure in this tournament. But for Gigi Dolin, she has not faced this woman's superstar before, because we've never seen her here in NXT, as this is her NXT debut. Lyra Valkyria. She is from the NXT UK brand, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, here in the series, we've known that NXT and NXT UK are obviously a combined brand together. And certainly there's a lot of superstars that will eventually be on this brand, and kind of make their debut. It's been quite a long time for it to come, but Adam Pearce believes that this is a perfect time, perfect opportunity for Lyra Valkyria, and she will get her opportunity tonight live on NXT. Especially, how big of an NXT debut do you want? Well, you're going to get it in a qualifying match for the Money in the Bank briefcase. An absolute big moment for this young lady. We'll really see what she brings to the table. Heard phenomenal things from the NXT UK crew. We'll see how she fares tonight live on NXT, though. As there she is, Lyra Valkyria. Looking to have herself a tremendous debut here on NXT. She is just embracing this moment right here. Big time opportunity. Like I mentioned, Adam Pearce has to see something in her to finally get her debuted from NXT UK to finally here to the NXT roster. There's plenty of talent, like I've mentioned, that we haven't seen from the NXT UK brand that are finally getting their leeway, I guess, finally getting their opportunity, and we're seeing it tonight as there, like I mentioned, is Lyra Valkyria. Could tonight be a massive moment for this young lady, not just making her NXT debut, but beating a former women's tag team champion in Gigi Dolin. We are about to find out here live on NXT. This NXT crowd's still trying to really figure out what to expect from this young lady, but like I mentioned, we're about to find out as Gigi Dolin, Lyra Valkyria, live. Referee makes sure the match has officially begun, and oh, look at that big takedown there early of Gigi Dolin. And we don't have really too much to really say about this young lady besides her coming from the NXT United Kingdom Championship division, the NXT UK division. So we'll see, like I mentioned, what she is able to bring. Can she pick up a massive win tonight? She's already going for a submission hold here. Maybe she's going to be more of the ground and pound. Maybe she's going to pull off those more of that technical wrestling side. We're about to find out. The big clothesline there from Gigi. Oh, nice drop kick to the back of the skull. JC Jane just encouraging Gigi Dolin to continue here, as now Dolin going to go high risk. Top rope maneuver. Oh, what a drop kick there. That could have ended very badly for Gigi, but luckily for her, she was able to connect with that drop kick. Off the ropes we go. Let's see what Lyra can set up here. Oh, nice drop kick. There we go. Seeing a small sample size for Lyra Valkyria, but right now, this is her moment. Something that she wants to have, that breakout moment. Go on to Stand and Deliver. Big forearm strike to the middle of that back. Lyra now trying to get this match to go a little bit faster. Oh, goodness. And now Lyra Valkyria with an exploder suplex. Pinfall opportunity for Lyra. Will this be enough? No. Strong kick out from Gigi Dolin. It's not going to be easy to beat a woman like Gigi Dolin, who's certainly been around the block with JC Jane and Toxic Attraction. Not having their leader here anymore, that being Mandy Rose. So certainly they're having to kind of do things on their own, really figure out everything that they need to accomplish here in NXT. And, well, certainly it's been ups and downs, but certainly being NXT Women's Tag Team Champions for the longest time before eventually merging with the main roster's Tag Team Championships. We'll see if they're ever able to get back into title contention. Off the ropes we go. Gigi Dolin, nice arm toss takedown there of Lyra. Back and forth we go. Gigi Dolin. Here we go. Russian leg sweep. Oh, look at this. Into the submission hold here. Will Lyra have to tap out? She's so close to that bottom rope. She very well could just extend it and get underneath it. But it looks like, oh, she's might be able to slip out of it. That abdominal stretch there is not going to be feeling too good, as now we are at a stalemate between both women. And look at these slaps and punches here from Lyra. Oh, look at this. Lyra with a big DDT there. takes down Gigi, Dolin, and now Jacy Jayne getting involved here. And that is something you have to be so careful of, ladies and gentlemen. It's the numbers game of toxic attraction. Referee is at a 2. Dolin from behind. Oh no, taking out that left knee. And now toxic attraction playing the numbers game, and it may not end too well for Lyra Valkyria. But just like that, throwing Gigi Dolin through that middle rope after she was trying to toss her over the top rope there. Oh no, right there on the apron. A body slam on the apron. Back and forth we go. Big time matchup for both women. Obviously, you definitely got to say this matchup is bigger for Lyra just because this is her NXT debut here on NXT. Not saying it's not a big match for Gigi Dolin, but she has been up and down the roads of NXT already. So this is like a veteran versus a newbie type of situation here. Lyra trying to toss her right on those steel steps there. And I'm going to toss her back inside the ring. This is where she obviously has to get that pinfall or submission as Lyra now. High risk here. What a leg drop to the back of the neck. But Jacy Jayne again getting involved here. And Lyra should stop paying attention to her and focus on putting her away. This could be Lyra's moment. Uh-oh. Dolin again. Abdominal stretch here. No, oh my goodness. Big time maneuver. Will that be enough? No! Lyra Valkyria kicks out. And look at Gigi saying, hey, this is it. This is it for you. Stop fighting back. Referee still hasn't gotten rid of that steel chair yet. That could come into use. Oh. No. I don't even think the referee knows what she wants to do. But now, this is where you got to play the back and forth game. Oh, right there to the quad. And Gigi Dolin again, gonna look to put away Lyra Valkyria. Big time opportunity, but no! Lyra keeps on fighting. Let's see if Lyra Valkyria can somehow get back in this matchup. But oh, come on. Jacy Jayne again. Over and over again. Continuing to help her tag team partner. And something has to really give. This referee needs to notice that and eliminate her from this matchup. Get rid of her from ringside. Irish whip off the ropes again. Showing that agility from Gigi Dolin again. Over the top rope, jumping over here. And now, gonna arm drag toss her again. And uh-oh, looking for that Widow's Peak type of maneuver. Again, Lyra Valkyria in a bad way here. Can she somehow get out of this submission hold? Here, Gigi Dolin has tested Lyra Valkyria to her limits tonight. Is this it? But now Lyra able to take her down, and now back and forth this matchup goes. In the corner, Lyra trying to decide what she wants to do. Uh-oh. Oh, look at this. Tornado DDT spiking her in the ring. But again, paying way too much attention to Jacy Jayne here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Lyra Valkyria. Nope. Lyra about to eat a vicious maneuver again. Certainly, that has to be it. And there goes the chances of Lyra Valkyria having a successful debut, ladies and gentlemen. She fought to the bitter end, but Gigi Dolin is going to stand and deliver, all due to the help of her tag team partner, Jacy Jayne. You hate to see it. Lyra just could not get much of what she wanted to do in this matchup due to Jacy Jayne's help. And that kind of took away from this extremely good back and forth matchup. And now that means Gigi Dolin is joining Nikkita Lyons in that Money in the Bank briefcase. And we'll see if Jacy Jayne will be a part of this tournament at all. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your main event of the evening, as it is champion versus champion. Kenny Omega, your NXT champion, takes on Adam Cole. Bye-bye. In this champion versus champion matchup, it is non-title, but it is champion versus champion. to the best here in NXT go at it. And certainly, Kenny Omega certainly has not forgotten about Adam Page and Adam Cole. Rivalry has kind of gone to the wayside. Guaranteed those two will definitely pick up that rivalry one day. But right now, Kenny Omega is focused on this singles matchup against Adam Page. But certainly, Omega has to be focused at Stand and Deliver because Kenny Omega defends his NXT Championship against the undefeated Jay White. Jay White recently defeating the Icon Sting just a couple weeks ago here live on NXT. Omega defeated NXT United Kingdom champion Sting at Deadline, where they would merge their championships together to make the undisputed NXT championship. Sting decided that, having two major championships like that, there was only room for one main guy, and he said, hey, let's merge them together, let's have a unification matchup, and may the best man win. And we saw that when Kenny Omega defeated the Icon. And now here comes Adam Cole, baby, with Adam Page. This is the undisputed era. They retained their NXT Tag Team Championships in a triple threat Tornado Tag Team matchup there live at NXT Deadline. And now they're waiting to see what will go down between Pretty Deadly and Diamond Mine. Right now, Pretty Deadly is up 2-1 right now. But we'll see how it's going to go. Will Pretty Deadly walk out with a win to get them guaranteed into NXT Stand and Deliver? Or will Pretty Deadly have to win 2 matches in a row to pull off a comeback? We'll find out, and especially starting next week here live on NXT, that is going to be a crucial tag team matchup. We don't know the stipulation for that matchup just yet, but it is bound to be crazy, I can tell you that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event of the evening. 2 prime athletes, 2 superstars in their elite combination of skills meet up tonight in the main event. Something's gonna give, winner or loser. Certainly Adam Cole and Adam Page, like we mentioned, trying to wait and see who their competition is, but certainly facing off with NXT champion, that being Kenny Omega, certainly will help out the odds of them retaining their championships, possibly heading in to Stand and Deliver. Like we mentioned, 4 weeks away. We got plenty to figure out. We got to figure out who's going to face Tony D'Angelo for the North American Championship. We got to figure out the men's and women's Money in the Bank matches. We've seen Malachi Black and Sting official for NXT Stand and Deliver. So much is going on here on the road. The road to Stand and Deliver. As here we go, Adam Cole and Kenny Omega. Oh, nice swinging neck breaker early, trying to kind of change up the quote-unquote strategy early on in this matchup, and we're already going to see a sharpshooter not even a minute into the matchup. Adam Cole looking to take it to Omega. Could you imagine if Omega has to tap this early? But right now, Omega's still in this matchup, but will that sharpshooter come back later on in this matchup? Ooh, nice chop there from Cole. Stuns Omega momentarily, and over the top rope he goes. Big haymaker there. Here comes Cole, but again, there's your NXT champion. Trying to one-up Omega there, but not going to work out. Back and forth we go. Both of these men know each other quite well outside of WWE, but now it gets flipped on a switch. These two guys, like we mentioned, one of the better superstars in the world today, and especially Kenny Omega dealing with a Royal Rumble winner, a former WWE champion. So certainly, I guarantee you, Kenny Omega will not be taking this matchup lightly. It's a nice reversal from Omega. Back and forth. Uh-oh. Omega now gonna look for a power bomb here, but look at Adam Cole back and forth. Big haymaker's able to get him to slip out of that potentially bad situation, as now Omega gets dropped right on the knee, but Adam Cole continuing to come right after him. Oh goodness, what a super kick there to Omega. Can the NXT champion get back in this matchup? And Omega does. He grabs that bottom rope, keeps him in this matchup a little bit longer, and Adam Cole's just like, come on. I had this matchup won. Oh, goodness. And ladies and gentlemen, we are close to 100 episodes in this historic year of ours, ladies and gentlemen. We will be seeing a huge announcement on episode 100. That will be this upcoming episode of Monday Night Raw. Your chairman of the board, that being the game Triple H. He will be live on Monday Night Raw to kick us off there with some monumental news regarding WWE. Cannot wait to see what the game Triple H has to say for everybody involved in from what I understand, from what we've briefly understood from memos and emails and stuff from Triple H, from what we understand, it is the whole WWE brand. It is not just, just certain brands at all. This is addressing the whole WWE brands, Raw, NXT, SmackDown, as there's Omega looking to put away Adam Cole. 2, 3, yes he does. Kenny Omega steals the victory tonight. Adam Cole was trying to put him away, hit him with that super kick early on in the matchup, but this was be the downfall. Omega drops him on his knee, and then right here, bam, puts away Omega puts away Adam Cole, and that is what you want to see from your NXT champion, putting down the NXT Tag Team Champion, ladies and gentlemen, that being Adam Cole, baby. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for this major episode of NXT. Omega still celebrating the crowd as we go off the airs. Wait a minute, there is Jay White. Jay White is here. That is the challenger. He won the Deadline Iron Survivor matchup there at NXT Deadline, and we will see these two go to work in 4 weeks' time. And wait a minute, Jay White has Omega on the ropes there. It looks like there's a table set up. I think Adam Page just set that up just a little bit ago. We didn't even notice. And right now, Kenny Omega through the table. What in the hell is going on here on NXT? Just when we thought NXT was over with, we're getting Jay White stomping a mud hole into the NXT champion. Can someone explain to me? Come on, there's no need for this. Jay White just stomping away. Jay White had just tossing Omega, rough landing for sure. And right now, Jay White is just snapped. Obviously, we know he doesn't care about anybody. It's all about money and championships, ladies and gentlemen. But this man is looking to make sure that Kenny Omega will not be 100% walking in to NXT Stand and Deliver. It just seems like that's the type of man that you're going to have, Jay White. And this could be the man that could be walking out of Stand and Deliver as your NXT champion. Oh no. No, not the steel chair. Come on, ref, grab it from him. But I guess I don't entirely blame the referee for not wanting to get involved. Judas, man, this is just horrific. Can we get somebody out here to somehow stop this man? Kenny Omega trying to get up, but every time it just does not go in his favor. That chair is absolutely destroyed, ladies and gentlemen. And Omega gets hit with that variation of a sister Abigail there from Jay White. And now Jay White gonna toss him out of the apron. Can only imagine what Jay White wants to do now. Oh, out to the outside. Kenny Omega has not been the same since being put through that table just minutes ago by Jay White. Oh no, that steel steps landing all that weight right there to Kenny Omega. No, what is Jay White doing now? Can someone explain to me what the hell's going on? You've already done what you wanted to do, Jay. It sounds like there might be more of a message wanting to be sent here to the NXT champion. Oh no, there's no way he wants to put away Omega like this. Oh no, not like this. Oh my God. Jay White laying out the NXT champion to end NXT. This sick bastard